Okay, yeah, that last video was trash. But this one we'll do better. It'll be a better video. I'm gonna try to have higher energy. Last one was a slog fest. I don't know why I was that bad. But last time we read from Genesis 43:20 to Exodus 11:3. 2 more weeks left in the year. This is week 51. Yeah. I think we're on like a final plague threatened or something. All right, well, might as well just get straight into the Bible verse of the day. All right, on Monday, December 15th, 2025, 11:43 p.m., the verse of the day is the word, not world. The word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only who came from the Father, full of grace and truth. Okay, so clearly it's talking about Jesus because it says who came from the Father, full of grace and truth. I just don't understand what the word means. I'm assuming the word must be like Jesus's name or something, because he became flesh. Jesus became flesh. He made his dwelling among us. We seen his glory, the glory of the one and only God, who came from the Father, God, full of grace and truth. That's Jesus. Okay, yeah. So instantly on thoughts of today's verse, I just glanced at it. I seen Jesus is God's message. So yeah, it sounds like I was mostly right. Um, yeah, let's get into the reading now. A final plague threatened. We finally could see what threatened means. Well, obviously we know threat. Anyways. Okay, so they're going to bring one plague upon Pharaoh and upon Egypt. So he wants Moses to go speak to everyone, and Moses tells them. Okay, so they tell everybody that the firstborn of everybody would die, from the firstborn who sits on the throne to the girl to this firstborn of the slave girl, to the cattle, to everyone. So God knows the difference between Egypt and Israel, and then he's saying that they'll get casted out. Yeah. Okay, now we're on the Passover. Okay, so I guess it kind of just leaves off there. And now it's talking about the first of the month. So okay, this is interesting. On the 10th day, I've heard of Passover. It's not really celebrated anymore, I don't think. But okay, so according to this, according to the Bible, the congregation of Israel, on the 10th day of the month, every man shall take a lamb according to their father's houses, a lamb for a household. And if the household is too small for a lamb, then he and his nearest neighbor shall take according to the number of persons. According to what can eat, you shall make your count up for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male a year old. You may take it from the sheep or from the goats, and you shall keep it until the 14th day of the month, when the whole assembly, the congregation of Israel, shall kill their lambs at twilight. All right, that's a little different times, I guess. And then they're supposed to eat it, of course. It is the Lord's Passover, for I will pass through the land of Egypt that night, and I'll strike all the firstborn in the land of the Egypt, both man and beast, and all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgments. I am the Lord. The blood shall be a sign for you on their houses where you are, and when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and no plague will befall you to destroy us when I strike the land of Egypt. Okay, so that is related. It doesn't skip it. Okay, so I guess that's kind of like a sign for him. So I guess that definitely makes it a lot less weird. And they're supposed to keep doing it. Or maybe I don't know if they're supposed to keep doing it, but 7 days supposed to be unleavened bread, whatever that means. Yeah, I just quickly glanced like to see how many pages I have left. Loki got 1,000, something like that. I'm Loki 5% done. That's kind of crazy. Okay, so when he sees the blood on the lintel and on the two doorposts, the Lord will pass over the door and will not allow the destroyer to enter your houses to strike you. Okay, so that it's like a sign. It's like a sign. We believe in you. Please protect us. Okay, yeah, that's not even bad then. Because it's like, it's literally to protect us. So yeah, I don't think that's that bad. I think it's eh, a little, a little odd maybe. But it's not, it is what it is, man. Protected us. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll read more tomorrow. All right, it's Tuesday, my dudes. 10th plague, death of the firstborn. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of like a fire movie name. Well, obviously, it's like a very serious event, and that's gonna read now. Okay, so God did as he said he would and struck down all firstborn. There was not a house where someone was not dead. And yeah, it had to be done. maybe not to this extent it had to be done, but something had to be done. This is what happened, and they should have listened to the Lord. It really is sad that they all had to die, but on the bright side, they all get to leave now. All the other people. So yeah, it's a sad event for sure. They plundered the Egyptians. They took their gold, jewelry, and silver, and their clothing. Okay, it actually says that the people of Israel did as Moses told them. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. That literally says they plundered the Egyptians. That's kind of crazy. That's not good. That there's no, I haven't read much past it, but it says this is the statue of the Passover, which is that like for a couple day or like 12 day or something like that event where they killed the sheep and stuff and put the blood on their door, right? I believe that's what it was. Either that or it's still, dude. Okay, I looked it up, and it's not even all that I was talking about. It's just the celebration of them getting freed from Egypt. Okay, but anyways, back to what I was saying. This is a statue of the Passover. No foreigner shall eat of it, but every slave that is bought for money may eat of it after you have circumcised them. Eat of a statue? What does that even mean? Okay, so I'm at the iconic part where they divide the sea. So for context, they went out to the sea, the people that were fleeing from Egypt, and then the Pharaoh had his heart hardened again and charged after them with an army. And so they cry out to the Lord. And then the Lord says to Moses, "Why do you cry to me? Tell the people of Israel to go forward. Lift up your staff and stretch it out over the sea and divide it, that the people of Israel may go forward through the sea on dry ground." And Moses stretches his hand over the Red Sea, and the Lord drove the sea back. So they literally divided the sea. And the Egyptians pursued. Okay, so then after Moses and his people were out of the sea, the Lord tells him, "Stretch out your hand over the sea, that the water may come back upon the Egyptians, upon their chariots, and upon their horsemen." So it'll collapse on them. When he does it, not one of them remained. It's crazy. Okay, so then after they did the Red River, or left from the Red Sea, they couldn't find any water. And so the Lord told them to throw a log in the river or the lake or whatever because it was bitter and it turned sweet. And God told them, "If you listen to my commandments, I will keep you safe," pretty much is what he said. Okay, and then the people are hungry. So God literally makes it rain like pieces of bread onto the ground, which is crazy. Chat. I know. I don't know why I'm saying chat in a video, but I watched Welcome to Derry and it was peak. So I've been watching the entire Stephen King universe. So far I've watched Stand By Me, Shawshank Redemption, and what was the other one? 1922. And I'm going in like chronological order from when it starts. Um so yeah, I've heard a lot about Shawshank Redemption, but it was just pretty like all right, like 6 out of 10. Like not bad, but it was all right. Anyways, let's read the Bible. Okay, so there's this little short passage about Israel defeats Amalek. Bro, who is Amalek? That just sounds like an Egyptian god or something. And apparently Israel's fighting him, which I thought Israel was Isaac, who is no longer with us, but I don't know. And whenever Moses held up his staff, Israel prevailed, and whenever he lowered his hand, Amalek prevailed. Yeah, I don't really know who Amalek is, or where the context of this, or even why they're fighting is, but here's what it is. We're talking about the Ten Commandments now. Okay. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make yourself a carved image or any likeness of anything that is heaven above, or that is in earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. So does that mean you can't make a picture of God? You shall not make yourself a carved image or any likeness of anything that is hurt. See, you're not supposed to draw heaven or anything below. It's not looks like. You shall not bow down to them or serve them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God. Don't say his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath. Honor your father and your mother. Murder, don't commit adultery, do not steal, do not bear false witness. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife or his male servant or his female servant. I think that means like steal or cheat with. He also says, you shall not make gods of silver to be with me, Nor shall you make for yourselves gods of gold, which I just means don't have like false idols, I think. Okay, this is talking about murder. Whoever strikes a man so that he dies shall be put to death. But if he did not lie in wait for him, but God let him fall into his hand, then I will appoint for you a place to which he may flee. Which I'm not sure what that last part means. Always, I think he's saying like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. If a man willfully attacks another to kill him by cunning, you shall take him from my altar that he may die. So I think that means if you intend to kill somebody or have bad reasons. Because, like, there can be good reasons to kill someone, which is kind of crazy to say, but it is a thing that is true. Whoever lies with an animal should be put to death.